her first Oscar nod for The English Patient, and there's plenty of buzz about her performance in the new film, I've Loved You So Long, as a woman desperate to find her way in the world after 15 years in prison. Take a look.
Tu pensais à nous là-bas? Là-bas? Oh, il faut que tu arrêtes de dire ça, hein. Là-bas, ça s'appelle la prison. Tu sais ce que c'est, une prison? Moi, ta sœur, j'étais en prison.
Whew. Please welcome back Kristin Scott Thomas. Hi, Kristin.
Hello.
You know, it was watching
I think that's the first time we've ever seen a clip with subtitles on the show.
Yeah, because the movie had the subtitles. Yeah. So which made it all the more gripping of watching this and reading the titles. But you play a woman who's a doctor, and you reconnect with your sister because you served a long prison stint after committing murder. What made you take that part?
I was very interested in playing somebody who'd done something irreparable and had trouble connecting with the real world after that. I was also very interested in the outcome of people who have spent a long time in prison, what happens to them afterwards, how they can get to grips with real life.
Sort of
I was
like
interested in the relationship between sisters, estranged sisters. There are many, many themes in this film that I find are very universal and very moving.
It's interesting to see a woman go through that too, I think, on that path. Do you, the director had you become less beautiful. You're a gorgeous woman for this role, and I read that you had to, you know, no makeup. When you saw yourself on screen, did you, is that something that you felt was important to this role, and did you?
Yeah, it would have been completely
comfortable with that?
Completely. It would, in fact, when he asked me that, I was so shocked that he asked me. Not because of what he asked me to do, but the fact that he felt it would be a problem. It was almost sort of upsetting. But I felt that it would have been completely ridiculous to have somebody, you know, dolled up or looking glamorous, or it would have been just completely inappropriate. Even though I think that a lot of women prisoners spend a lot of time making themselves look beautiful because it's good for what they're going through. Yeah, but this woman, this character was definitely not a makeup. She just wants to disappear. She just doesn't want any, and her lack of self-embellishment is almost aggressive in this character.
But she also committed a heinous crime.
It's great as an actress, you're able to go and kind of explore these subjects and hopefully give some kind of insight into the minds of people who do these things.
Did you research it?
Did I research? Yeah, I did, but I had a funny approach to it because, of course, this woman has just come out of prison, but I was, and then my initial instinct was say, I must go and meet women prisoners, because I've never been into a prison in my life, and I must know what it's like. And then I talked to Philippe about it, and Philippe, the director, has worked a lot in prisons as a teacher, and he said, are you sure about that? And I said, yeah, I really want to go. I said, well, just think about it, because, and then it suddenly dawned on me that what would happen is if I went and I met these women, I would be, Kristin would be affected by the distress, or I would feel pity or anger or disgust or all these things that would get in the way of me being able to be as honest as possible in portraying this character. So I ended up not going, but I did watch a lot of documentaries about women, and I read a lot of testimonials and things like that. But
we also want to, I just wanted to congratulate you. It's your Broadway debut in The Seagull, and I just think that's fantastic. Were you nervous about being on the stage for the first time?
Well, the first time on Broadway, I was so excited about it. When I got to the theatre and I saw that huge in the middle of the street, I was quite terrified. But the moment you get on the stage and the audiences here are so fabulous, it's just, it's really great. Yeah, you know.
I do want to ask you, because you've been very well received as an actress. You know, you've had Oscar nominations and a lot of accolades, and you promptly moved right out of here, right out of Hollywood, and went to France.
No, well, actually, I'd been living in France for a long time, and that's where my family was and is. And what happened was I had my sort of Hollywood period, and then I felt this very strong desire to have another child, so I stopped work to have another child. I knew I couldn't wait that long. And And then I just got involved in the theatre, and that was it. I went back, made one more film, and then somebody rang me up to ask me to do a play in Paris, and I just jumped at the chance, because plays like that don't come along that often.
You're completely bilingual, aren't you?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it's really great.
I'm really lucky to be able to do things in different languages, because it gives far more scope to the kind of roles you can play.
Well, it was so wonderful, all the different levels that you hit in there. I've loved you so long. We'll be in select theaters today, and if you're in New York City, go see The Seagull at the Walter Kerr Theater. We'll be right back.